Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Tia, and in today's video we are going to be going through business ideas that you can start online with little to no investment. Now, a few weeks ago, I was sharing a little bit of encouragement with you guys on my Instagram stories, and I asked if you guys would like me to go a little bit more in depth or even just share other business ideas that you can start with little to no investment, and you guys said yes. So for those of you who requested this video, I am fulfilling my promise today and I am filming it for you. So let's just get right into the video. Before we go any further, let me just give a little bit of a disclaimer. When I started my business, I did have quite a few resources that allowed me to start my business with no startup capital. And these resources include, up to this day, my phone, a laptop, and I have Wi-Fi access. These three resources are what I used to start my business. So I didn't necessarily have to cough up a chunk of money to invest and get started. The only money per se that I had to cough up was the money for my internet bill. So just keep that in mind, because you are going to need these resources on hand, at least a laptop and Wi-Fi access, to be able to venture out into these business ideas that I am going to share with you guys in this video. Now, the first business idea that I'm going to be sharing is, of course, virtual assistants. That is what I do in my business. I am a virtual assistant and a productivity coach, but I mainly offer virtual assistant services to my clients. Becoming a virtual assistant was not my first business idea. When I did my research for my very first business venture, and I of course researched what I would need to invest, and I realized that as a university student I could not afford to get that capital without having investors, I decided to take another route. So I asked myself, what skills do I possess? What can I offer now? What services can I offer that people would be willing to pay for, that is in demand, that I can offer from the comfort maybe of my own home, given that, I had classes, I was heavily involved in ministry. And so I needed something that wouldn't take up a lot of my time. I didn't want to have to get money to buy any products to resell. So I wanted it to be where I could just create that product. I wanted it to be something virtual that I could offer. I did my research and it came up that, maybe I should offer virtual assistant services. So what I did was I just asked the people in my little community, what do you want assistance with? And the first thing that they told me was, one, they wanted someone to, do a little bit of transcription for them, maybe do a little bit of proofreading and editing, handle their Instagram accounts. And that's what I did. I looked up how it is that you do, what would you charge for proofreading and editing? What would you charge for some transcription to be done? What would you charge for social media management? And I did up my little packages, and I just started immediately. I started an Instagram page, and that was it. That is how I started my business. So if you're interested in starting a virtual assistant business, all you have to do is just sit down, get a pen and paper, or open up a Word doc, anything, just where you can jot some information down, and you're going to ask yourself, what services can I offer that is of course of value? And definitely look up those other people that are offering those services. Look at how it is that they are doing it, how they package it, not to copy them, but just to get an idea of, how the industry is kind of set up and how it is you would like to model your business, your packages, and promote yourself. Now, the second business idea that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is an online business manager. Now, it's very similar to a virtual assistant, where you're basically offering your services online for a business, but when businesses usually outsource their tasks, it's usually on a linear level. For example, in my business, I usually link directly with my clients, so I don't necessarily go through any middle management. However, that middle management, that person would just operate all the moving parts of the business, so that the client or the business owner would not necessarily have to deal with the VA or the social media manager or the accountant or the graphic designer. The online business manager would deal with all of those contracted employees or contracted freelancers, and the business owner would not necessarily have to interact with those individuals in the organization or in their business on a regular basis, I guess. So as an online business manager, you are basically managing, as the term states, you're managing that person's business. And you can do this remotely and help businesses worldwide. The third business idea that I want to share with you is a graphic designer. And I know this might not be for everyone, because graphic designing is a lot of work. But if that is your area of expertise, if you know how to whip up a graphic and make it look sick, killer, awesome, then why not offer your services online? Design logos, design graphics for people's social media pages, and that is something that you can offer virtually, because you just need to get the concept from the clients and work on their graphic, send it back, collect your money, and boom. Alrighty, moving on to the next business idea that you can start with little to no investment is becoming a course creator. Now, we can take this two ways. You can either create the course, like as in the templates for the course, for someone who has the information to put in the course. You can just create the templates and sell your templates, or you can actually sell an entire course. You can write down all the modules and put all of your information together, and of course design it and sell it. So that is another business idea that you can start if you are well knowledgeable on a specific topic, let's say financing, how to start a business, like from start to scratch, how to get a business up and running. If you, whatever it is that you have a bank of knowledge on, you can literally create a course on that, and of course promote yourself, promote your course, and sell it. Now, the next business idea that I'm going to be sharing with you is a copywriter. Now, a copywriter is someone who literally writes copy. So you can write copy for social medias, you can write copy for websites, you can write copy for blogs, e-magazines, you can write copy for literally any platform that is online. And if you are an excellent writer and you know how to tell a story, or you just know how to communicate well, starting a copywriting business online may just be something that you should consider. Now, the last business idea that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is to become a social media manager. Now, that is something that is super popular, but it's very high in demand. All you have to do, once again, is handle someone's socials. Now, you can definitely define the scope of what it is that you're going to offer. So I did say social media manager, but some individuals, of course, advertise social media marketing, and I think that there is definitely a difference, because in my business I offer social media management. So I maintain an online presence for you, I handle your DMs, I do your hashtag research, and I of course post your stories and post your feed. Yeah, so that is what I categorize as management. And for marketing, you go a little bit further, where you do paid ads for your client. Yeah, so you can be either a social media manager or a social media marketer. Alrighty, so now let's talk about a little bit of software that you can potentially use in any of these business ideas shared in this video. Now you're going to want to think of somewhere to host your services, and now you don't have to go get a website. You can literally just use social media to promote yourself. Now, to create your graphics, you can use Canva. That is the only one I use, and that is the only one I will recommend. And because all of these business ideas that I'm sharing with you guys today are service-based, you don't necessarily have product pictures. So here are my favorite royalty-free stock images websites that I love to use. I use unsplash.com, I use pixabay.com, I use pexels.com, and for us people of color, you can check out nappyco.com as well, or nappy.co. I'm gonna put it right here for you. And I'll also link these websites in the description bar below. To collect payments, now in the Caribbean, you can use Pioneer. That is a payments gateway. You can request payments through the platform, collect it, and then transfer it directly to your bank. You know, of course, PayPal is a very famous one that you can use if you're not in the Caribbean. And they have so many more. You have TransferWise, but I can only recommend Pioneer because that is what I have used. That is what I use in my business for my overseas clients. I use Pioneer to bill them and to collect my payments. Now for accounting, I currently use Wave, but Wave now only offers their services to US and Canada. So if you're not in that region, you cannot use Wave. But you can use an Excel sheet too. You can use an Excel sheet or Google Sheets to track your expenses, track your income, and you know, start there. Remember, this is startup, so you can do that for now, and then of course up your game and invest in an accounting software such as QuickBooks. And I think that is pretty much it. I use Google Docs to document all of my processes and my trainings and everything like that for my business. I use Calendly for scheduling meetings, and I also use Zoom and Google Meet to, you know, host those meetings with my clients. That's basically all the software that I use in my business. So I really do hope that you got some value from this video. I know that these aren't any out of the box ideas, but literally if you sit down and you think about it, these are business ideas that take you little to nothing to start, and you can make some serious money if you do it right. And that is all for today's video, guys. So I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that you got some value. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications to be alerted when a new video is posted. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.